Hey everyone. I went on social media and I asked chronic pain sufferers to describe to me their pain using metaphors and just listen what some of the things they said. My pain is like being electrocuted while millions of ants run over my body. The other one said having a piece of rebar stuck through my spine and thorax. Like someone beat me with a baseball bat and left me on the side of the road to die. Someone taking a chisel to my bones. Someone is stabbing me repeatedly in the knees, front and back. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them, but that can give you a picture of what it's like to have chronic pain. What I find most interesting about it is that when these people tell us, I have pain, a lot of us dismiss because we can't see the pain. But if you can picture someone with a piece, with a rebar, through their back. So if you saw that, if you saw someone walking like that, with a big piece of metal through their backs, would you ask them to do some work? Would you say to them, oh, it's all in your head? Would you call them lazy? Think about it. The same with the person who has so much bone pain that feels like a piece of it was removed with a chisel. If you saw that, would you consider that person able and fit to do housework, to get up and get out of bed and be brave? Because this is usually what us who have recovered from chronic pain or have never had chronic pain think. And so it's very important that we make an effort to understand what we can't see. There are many things in the world that we can't see, but we understand them and we feel them too, like electricity. You know that electricity exists because it powers many things, but we can't see the electricity itself. If we touch a hot wire, we'll know what it is. But normally we live with many things we can't see, and people's pain is just one of those things that we can't see. And the most important thing is to acknowledge their pain, is to respect that they are doing whatever they are doing to their limits, because no one likes to sit around home and do nothing all day. Some teenagers do, but they grow and they grow out of it. No one would choose to be lazy and idle for the rest of their lives, because it seems to be built in us everything for activity. So some of us are more active than others, but the appeal to move and to explore is there, is instinctive. So if people are not performing to your levels of expectation, and they have chronic pain, just respect them and acknowledge that they have limitations. Once I knew a woman, she had chronic pain, and her situation was getting worse by the day. And her husband lived in denial. He knew that this woman was in the final stages of her life, that she wouldn't last more than 6 months. So what happened? She put her bed in an area where she could stay like 4 meters away from the bathroom, so that she could walk there whenever she needed. And every time she walked there, by the time she came back, she was exhausted, and it took her a couple of hours to recover until she got to the point and she said, well, I need a commode. So she was sitting in a public space within her house, which is close to the living room, in the hallway, in a bed, because that was the best place she could stay. And she reduced her mobility even more by putting a commode there. So when she used it, she shouted to everyone, I'm using the toilet, don't come here. And she did. And her husband was mortified with that because that wasn't the woman he married. That wasn't the woman he loves. So he went on and saying that she needs to make an effort, that that's not good because the more she gives into the disease, the sicker she gets. But what he didn't understand that it was that she was doing absolutely everything to recover her independence, but her body was responding in another way that she had no control over. And she was taking large amounts of morphine, and nothing could help that woman. Eventually, she learned how to hypnotize herself, so she minimized some of her pain. Obviously, her illness progressed and took her life, but in the final stages of her life, she experienced less pain. She still had fatigue, but it was a much less impactful fatigue than she had before. So that's my story to you, and I really encourage you to be compassionate, to be accepting and understanding. People with chronic pain do very strange things, and it's not because they want to get attention. It is because the pain is unbearable. And while they find a solution for their problem, most chronic pain that is chronic will dissipate. They just need a bit of luck and a little bit of energy to go and investigate what is there available to them that suits them best. And as they do it, eventually that chronic pain will be minimized and manageable. But it's a journey for everyone to discover what is it that works for them. And while they are on this journey, please don't make pressure. Don't tell them off. Don't call them lazy, because these are things that are not true. Even if they had a lazy nature before they had a chronic pain, they are not lazy just for being lazy. Chronic pain causes a mental debilitation. Chronic pain makes them feel depressed. Chronic pain takes their energy away. Chronic pain hurts. So please accept that and do everything you can. If your loved one has chronic pain, encourage them to rest. Encourage them to do the things that are better for them, that they feel more comfortable with. And if they have energy, let them search for a solution. They may as well find it. Good luck, and I'm wishing you all the best of everything.